Hey. I loved that when somebody won, like a whole group of people right here like stood up and screamed for him. I think he won off of Newsies. That was amazing. That shit was amazing. Fuck yeah. Okay. Things I like to do. One, I love shouting out the stage crew for shows. Like when I go see theater shows, I like to look up in the rafters and in the back and go, stage crew, clap for stage crew. I wanted to thank all of you for playing, for becoming more than what you ever possibly imagined or smaller, being something smaller than you ever planned. Seeing people like you all on stage, it's what inspired a little girl like me to decide I wanted to be a writer, decided that a stage wasn't a scary place. And so to put it very plainly, fucking award, because remember that a physical award only plays a role in your life, and it's one role, but the role you play or your performance could play in an artist's life is monumental. You've built homes, you've built families, and you've built actual spaces where you can spend time with others. Like the amount of time you spend tech rehearsal, that other rehearsal, the other rehearsal, the time you spend bonding with people, eating food, finding out what the hell people are allergic to so you can give them snacks. Like, hey, that's love. So like those are the things that make this shit worth it. So I wanted to say that and share that with y'all because awards are hard. I've been invited on the stage 3 times. In the first year, Chuck Myers was gone. And then it was Lee. And this year it's Ed and my grandma. So this is for them. And the ways that they inspired me. And for y'all. This poem is about depression. It is about darkness and closets. Growing up, the only door to my room was connected to a closet. There was no such thing as privacy. No doors to lock, no safe space to change, and nothing to get in trouble for slamming, no way to signal when I wanted to be left alone. I claimed closet's sanctuary with nightlight and good book, used headphones and fictional fantasies to muffle domestic earthquakes, fell through cracks, landed in a place where animals have human experiences. Predictable stories assured me that mine would conclude like theirs, happy ending on the Richter scale. Between an abusive mother, a cowardly ghost for a father, a grandmother who used to hold love for ransom, and a cousin with too many empty post-prison promises, I have cried in dark closets for years. Within dimly lit tears and short-ended tall tales, I discovered an internal mechanism for cheering myself up, a muscle for working depression out of my system, and Lord knows I'm forced to exercise it often. Even friends claim I have a way of saying what is needed when it is needed until the year that something inside of me cracked. I had nothing to give, so I hid in a dark place. Fear can feel comforted in dark and stormy settings, reminded that you shine no matter where you are, that shadows don't have depth to fall into, they are empty space. Darkness is empty space waiting to be filled with something tangible at once. The darkness wants children with miniature flashlights reading Are You Afraid of the Dark stories. It wants constellation confessions, stripper poles, inappropriate dance moves, and hole-in-the-wall bars heated to the exact temperature of booty sweat. The darkness wants lovemaking, masturbation, stub toes, and a quickie. Wants tears and open hearts. Wants poets writing serious poems on smartphones past bedtimes. It wants to hear I love you whispered from the mouth of an unrequited lover. Wants to watch a child tiptoe through her house, peeking in on her grandmother and older sister to make sure they are both still breathing over the sounds of a humidifier. I get it now. That was me. Call me lightning bug, lotus flower, viola, night owl, Arizona wildflower. I communicate with my light. I thrive in the mud. I grow best in partial shade. I bloom under moonlight, nocturnal and wise. See this brown in my skin. I was made to survive harsh conditions. Give thanks for the darkness. It is the perfect backdrop for light.